Hey, thank you guys for tuning in into the channel Carpentry with Chris, Christopher Quinteros. And the purpose of this channel is just to share my experience as a apprentice carpenter in Local 22 here in California. Just to share it with you guys to see if you guys are interested in anything in the construction field. Step number one, my road to the union. I went to high school, graduated with a 3.88 GPA, got an academic scholarship to go to a really good university, UC Berkeley. I wasn't there for the right reasons, I just had a bad mentality. I learned that if you have the right mentality and you have a goal, you'll know what you want to do in life. It's very simple. Anyways, I got kicked out of school. I was like academic probation, got kicked out, started scooping ice cream. I thought I wanted to do that for the rest of my life. Then I kind of worked there for a year, went back to school, graduated, but I ended up not wanting to do what I studied for. And I just Google searched programs for 25-year-olds. And essentially what I saw was a construction program, which was a pre-apprenticeship program where you don't get paid, but you get something even more important, knowledge and experience, and just to see if you even like anything in the construction field. So that helped me out a lot, and I did it for 3 months, and God bless everybody who was in that program. And at the end of the day, I just kind of decided with it. I really love it. It's fun. And I just want to share this experience with you. So if you're someone who is contemplating to go to college or not, I think the construction route in the union would be a great option for you guys, because you'll be getting paid essentially pretty good for not knowing much, and you can help your family, you can help yourself out. And I think those things are very important. You can learn how to kind of administer your money and save up to get a house one day, which is very, very possible with the salary and the pay that they're giving you here at the union. Now the big question is, how much are they paying me? It varies on each state and union that you're in, but more or less they're paying me a little bit more than $30 an hour.
Oh, say less.
And I think that's really good pay for someone who's learning how to do things and doesn't know much of construction. So if you're coming right out of high school and you're getting paid a little bit more than $30 as an apprentice carpenter, I think you're doing pretty good for yourself. And it only increases little by little after 6 months. I think you get 2 pay raises each year if you do everything right. If you do 600 hours of work and you do your schooling on top of that. But we'll get into that later on in a different video. But more importantly, you're getting paid a little bit more than $30 an hour as a carpenter apprentice here in California. And how to get into the union is, honestly, I think if you can do a pre-apprenticeship program for getting into the unions, that would be a great help. That's what I did, and that's how I got into the union as a carpenter.
Guess what? Your boy got a job. Yeah, boy.
Also, if you know anyone, a family member, a friend of a friend, a good friend who is in a high position in the union, someone who's a foreman, someone who is a superintendent, someone who could possibly be a lead to all of the other apprentices that are just joining the union, I think that would be a great asset and an opening to you getting into the union. Now, the indenture fee.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
It's essentially a payment to get into the union that you're in. It's kind of like a membership payment. So you pay the first 3 months of that, whatever it is. Each union, it's different. For me as a carpenter, I pay $25 a month. So they made me pay 3 months of that. So 25 times 3, 75 more or less, plus tax, 76 and some change that I paid. And then after that, every month, I pay $25. But it varies. If you're a plumber, it's a little bit higher. If you're an electrician, it's a little bit higher. If you're a laborer, it's different. I don't know how much it is, but as a carpenter, I know that it's at least $25 a month here in the state of California. When I first got into the union, they gave me a package. They gave me a bunch of stuff. They sent me emails, and I had to go through an application called Zoom. If you don't have that on your phone, I would highly recommend that you download that application and get familiar with it. You get 3 days of orientation. Since I did a pre-apprenticeship program, I only had to be there 1 day out of the 3 because I already had learned a bunch of things and how to be safe in the job site. And there's something called OSHA, with Organizational Safety Hazard Association, something like that. So then you learn a lot of things, how to be safe in the job site. And then the first day is just orientation of what to expect as a apprentice carpenter. And it's short, simple, concise, and I think that it was okay. You know, it's just orientation. Honestly, you just want to get ready and start getting paid. Okay, now let's talk about some gifts, some little merchandise, you know, that I got from the. I got this one right here. It's kind of like a sticker cable car sort of thing. Really cool. For San Francisco, you can put these on your helmet. Proud to be in Union Carpenters Local 22. It's nice. I know my finger's blocking that part, but it's nice. Little stickers that you can put in. I also got a bumper sticker, you know, so I could put this on my, you know, my bumper in my car.
Well, duh.
I drive a Prius, so I don't know how cool that would look in a Prius, so I'd probably give it to my dad or to my mom. They also gave me another sticker. Let me get that for you right there, sticker. And then it gives you a bunch of words, you know. If you want to read it, you can pause it right here at the video and then just read a bunch of words that they have. It's nice. They also give you kind of like a plastic sort of card where it gives you all the dates where you're not going to work, the dates where you can get overtime, and the days that are considered holidays but that you can still work. And my favorite sticker is this one right here. No crybabies. No crybabies. That's my favorite one. I can't wear this one yet on my helmet because I cry a lot.
Stop crying.
No.
Go to your room.
No.
Go to your room.
No.
Go to your room right now.
No.
But you know, I'm striving to wear it one day in my helmet. I really like this one, and that's kind of like the attitude you gotta have. You know, don't complain, don't cry about stuff. Just hustle, just work, just learn, and evolve and grow. Also, some little extra things as well. Your company that hires you, they should give you at least a helmet, some safety glasses, a vest, and some gloves. You know, the bare minimum. That's what they should give you. And if they're really nice, and I was really fortunate, they gave me a raincoat, some rain pants. They also hooked me up with 2 extra pairs of gloves, so I was really fortunate just to be blessed in a good position. I'm not saying that everyone is going to have that same opportunity, so I'm just giving you a heads up, but the bare minimum is those things that I mentioned previously. My first week of work, it was amazing, honestly. I started off with, you know, brooming, throwing away the trash, but I'm getting paid, you know, good amount of money for that. Also, they saw that I could do a little bit of work here and there, so they let me use the skill saw, which is known as the circular saw, but the skill saw is a popular brand, and I was able to cut and do a rip and just kind of cut some wood. We made a toolbox. I also was able to dismantle a bunch of little concrete framework that they had. I did that for about 5 hours straight. It was really fun. Just repetition, working hard. I was able to do a little bit of other things also outside of scope of carpentry, where I did some concrete work and I was cementing certain things. It was just fun, honestly. I was just grateful and happy because I know we're living in a pandemic and it's difficult for a lot of people to have a job right now, and more importantly, a career. So I'm fortunate to have both, and I'm just grateful for this opportunity. And my first week was very exciting. There's a bus that comes, picks us up, and it drives us there. That I don't know if that's like that right now for everyone, but for me, that's my situation right now, the job site where I'm at, because we're building a research laboratory for a well-known hospital out here in California. Also, here's the videos, you know, of just kind of like my daily routine of what I do, get up, and this is the route that it takes us to go to work. And this is now a video of me just going back to home after a long day of work, where we just all want to get ready to go home. And we're just really fortunate where it's kind of like a big old Google bus sort of vibe where it comes and picks us up. And here's some videos. And overall, people are really nice. They're really friendly, down to earth, and they're willing to help you out if they see that you're hustling and that you're willing to work. Also, I think it's just a bonus that I know how to speak Spanish fluently. So I think that helps me out a lot and help you out so much in communicating with a lot of people. Because in a community, in a construction site where I'm working, it's predominantly a lot of Hispanics. Now, my first week of advice. Number one, you gotta come early. You know, if you start at 7, at least be there 15 to 30 minutes early. It's just simple. Buy yourself an alarm clock. If you're a heavy sleeper, go to Amazon, buy yourself a cheap alarm clock, one that's gonna wake you up. I know we have our phones, we can use these to stay awake and everything and to wake us up. But honestly, I didn't want to take any risks, and sometimes I overslept on my alarm clock on my phone, and I personally bought myself an alarm clock. Set your clothes ready for the next day. So in other words, here's a video of me of how I set up my clothes. So I have my clothes, like my shirt isn't facing me, I have the back side of my shirt facing me. So that's a lot easier for me to just put on my shirt. To put my socks, I have it already, like my left sock facing the left foot, my right sock facing the right angle, the right foot, and I have my pants already with my keys and my phone charged. I have my debit card already in the backside, you know, wherever you put your stuff. So then that way you're not looking for it. And say if you're in a rush, you just gotta go. Also, you want to have an idea of what you're gonna eat for breakfast already, and I highly recommend you have breakfast.
But we know that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. We've been hearing that since we were all kids in school. But it really is true.
And you don't want to work on an empty stomach. Also, you know, if you can, I would say at least bare minimum for an apprentice carpenter, I find myself using my hammer, using some pliers where you can cut some wire, and also a measuring tape. Know how to use that measuring tape. I'm going to drop down a link of rulergame.net. And I think it will be a good help for you to just get a good general idea of how to distinguish which one is 5/8, which one's 13 and 16s, which one, you know, so on and so forth. Do not say I know.
I think I know more about American Girl than you do.
You never get any American Girl study.
Like, don't say that. Just, it's not gonna help you out. Just, even if you know something, just listen to what they're gonna teach you, because I had an experience this week where my foreman was teaching me something that I already knew and I learned from the pre-apprenticeship program. And I told him, oh, I know how to do this. He was cool about it. He didn't tell me anything. But I realized that he could have shown me a technique that 20 years and 30 years of experience that he has that I don't know. I'm 1 week in. So don't say I know. Just kind of stay quiet and let them teach you. So I let him teach me how to use that tool. And I learned to kind of get a better gist of it. And it helped me out a lot so much. So don't say you know. Don't, even if you know, just stay quiet. Act like you don't know.
I'll say this to you. Right now, you're the best in the game. I know.
And just work hard. Also, don't talk bad about anybody. No companies. Don't talk bad about anything.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
You know, just stay quiet, just kind of learn your way and your role of it. And one thing for sure, if you don't understand something, ask questions.
I got a question. Why doesn't glue stick to the inside of the bottle?
I don't know if you're really shy, you're really timid, but you cannot be timid or shy in asking questions, because if you don't ask questions, then supposedly then that means that you understand everything that they're explaining to you. It's better you know exactly what they want you to do than you guessing and then getting it wrong and then having to do it double. You know, my mom has a saying, el aragán trabaja doble. What that means is the lazy person works double. So don't be lazy in asking questions. Just work hard, have that curiosity, have the right attitude. Any questions, any comments, please leave them down below. Subscribe, share with your loved ones. And I appreciate you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys so much. God bless you. Take care.